Hello, my name is Liza, and today I'd like to share with you how I put together my St. Patrick's Day Shadow Box. I am reusing my Valentine's Day Shadow Box. Remember, I said I was going to interchange it when I first made it. So if you made one, then you're already halfway there because you already took off your lettering. And if you didn't make this is the actual shadow box that I used. Anyone will do, you just have to measure accordingly. You'll need one of these St. Patrick's Day pot of gold pots, something to use for gold. I happen to have these gold berries left over from Christmas, but alternatives could be this diamond wrap or the coins, but those coins are pretty big, so that's why I wanted to use the berries. And one of these scarves as your fabric for your backing. And you'll also need one of these St. Patrick's Day necklaces that come two to a pack. So the first thing I did was I removed my Valentine's Day backing. And of course, if you don't have that, then just get yourself some acetone and a cotton ball and just wipe that writing right off. For this one, the writing was on the inside, but sometimes the shadow boxes have the writing on the outside. And as you can see, it does come right off. The next thing I did was I took one of those black pots and I cut it in half, but not exactly in half. One side is going to be very, very thin, narrow, short, I don't know, because this particular shadow box is not that deep. And then I left the handle on the thicker portion of the pot, so I just took that off because I'm going to glue it onto the thinner piece. Then I had to make my backing. I did make it with 2 pieces of cereal box cardboard and a piece of cardstock because the fabric is really sheer. You probably only need 1 piece of the cereal box, but it is 5 3/4 inch square. Then I put some Mod Podge down. Once all 3 were glued together, I put some Mod Podge down on the white cardstock, and then I laid my scarf down and I smoothed it out, and once it was all dry, I trimmed it so that it would be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I have a free printable that I'm going to include in a link on my Facebook page. I'll leave the link in the description, but I just printed it out and I cut it out, and then I colored only the rainbow portion, rainbow colors. Ta-da! Then I wanted to make the cloud look a little cloudy, so I just took a DollarTree cotton ball and I unwrapped it, unrolled it, and I actually printed out a second rainbow because I wanted to have the clouds be like 3-dimensional. So I have an extra cloud. I glued the cloud down, the cotton ball down onto the cloud, and then I glued the second cloud on top of the first cloud with more cotton on top of it, and I think it looks like clouds now. I also got some foam tape, and because I want it to be raised a little bit off the backing, so I put that on the back of the rainbow. And then I did trim down the pot a little bit because you're not going to see it, but it is a little narrower than the actual pot from Dollar Tree. And then I taped everything down with the foam tape, and then I did cut the edge off of the cloud. And then I glued in my berries, and I glued on the pot with hot glue. And then I took one of those necklaces from St. Patrick's Day, and I cut up the pieces so that I could hot glue the St. Patrick's Day on there. And I assembled it, and my St. Patrick's Day shadow box is complete. I hope you enjoyed my project. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and as always, if you aren't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Take care.